Hello all, welcome to third part of our Kubernetes series. In this video, I am going to explain you the concept of Ingress controller. In my previous videos, I have deployed the PHP application using node port service. The disadvantage of using a node port service is that you have to expose that port in each and every node of a Kubernetes cluster, and you have to use load balancer separately. But then if we use Ingress controller, then we don't need to use an service of kind node port, and then we can write different Ingress rules to use the different functionality. Like we can give a separate host name, we can do load balancing, we can use SSL termination for the security. In this video, what I am going to do, I will use Nginx Ingress controller. So with the help of Nginx Ingress controller, we will expose our PHP application to the external world with a particular host name. So instead of accessing your application with IP address port number, we can use a host name to access our application. So what we are going to do in this video, we are first going to delete the existing service for PHP because it is of type node port. We'll create a service of cluster IP, and then what we do, we create a ingress rule. Before that, as a prerequisite, we need to enable Nginx Ingress controller in our Kubernetes cluster. Okay, so let's get started. Let's get started. As a prerequisite, we have to do two things. First thing is we have to move into the session_3 directory, which contains all the resource file required to create ingress rule. And second thing is to enable Nginx controller in the Kubernetes cluster. For the second step, I will put the link in the description below. Please have a look and complete that step. I have already enabled the Nginx Ingress controller, so I will skip that particular step. So let me first move into the session_3 directory. So let us verify what all the files are present into this directory. So it contains two YAML. First one is for the service, second one is for the ingress. Let's delete the existing service because that service is of type node port and we no longer require that service because we will be using Nginx ingress rule to expose the application to the external world. Okay. So kubectl delete, as we see, we'll delete the existing service. Let me show you the new resource definition of a service for PHP So in this resource definition, you will see the type here is cluster IP instead of the node port, but the remaining things will be as it is. So here the difference is the type here is cluster IP instead of the node port, and we are not using node port because the service is of type cluster IP. So let's create this service. So we have created the new service. Now next we have to create the ingress rule here. Before creating ingress rule, let us also see its resource definition. So here in the rule section, we are only creating a single rule, and rule says that we are using the host myapp.xyz. Okay, and this ingress rule, the service it needs to look to access the application will be php and the service port is 80. So let us create this ingress rule. So the rule is created. Now the last step here is to update the host file with the entry of IP address of ingress along with the host name. So here the host name is myapp.xyz, and to get the IP address of the ingress we have to use command kubectl get ingress. The IP address is not assigned yet. Let us watch this. So the IP address is assigned. Let us update the host file. In my case, I already had an entry of this IP address along with the host name. In your case, please update the host file and add the entry to it. The last step is to access the application using the host name instead of the IP address colon port number. Let's access the application using the host name. Yes, we are able to access the application using the host name. Let's log in as well. Yes, so we are able to log in successfully. That's it for this video. Thank you and have a good day.